I've got plenty to be thankful for.
Which horror movie cliches are so old and worn out for you that you would want to bury them once and for all?
There are certain things that are cliches, but then you find yourself wanting to do it. I didn't want to start like, oh, I'm so bored of the POV with the breathing, but then you realize it's part of the language of a slasher film. So I was like, I have to open the movie with the shot of the house, the breathing, and then the identification of where we are and what the holiday is. There's so many films that open that way. It just says, you're in a slasher movie. I really love that. The stuff I get rid of are when characters make knowingly stupid decisions because the writer couldn't figure it out. Characters do dumb things. They behave like idiots, which is part of the fun, but they don't do it if they know the killer's right there. Don't put down the weapon and leave the room. That one we gotta get rid of, because characters in 2023 know what a horror movie is. Don't do incredibly stupid things that if you've seen one horror movie, you know is a dumb idea.
Thanksgiving ist eine Institution hier.
Jemand macht daraus ein krankes Festtagsspiel. Alle Mordwaffen stammen von diesem Thanksgiving-Tisch.
Which kill was the most fun one to shoot?
The one that was probably the most fun to shoot might have been, the trick is with the corn holder in the ears. It was so simple. I love doing just stupid film tricks that I could have done when I was 10 years old. And the way to really jam the corn holder in the ears, you put it there and do it in reverse. And then you reverse the film. But the actor has to act in reverse. So if you're doing this, she has to go action, take after take, it's not working. And everyone's like, what are we gonna do? Is this gonna work? Finally, by like take 6 or 7, we reversed the footage. Everybody screamed and jumped and we knew we got it.
And we have to talk about that John Carver mask. It's the perfect balance between B-movies, Scream homage, and just something you would get at every store. How did you come up with the design and where can I get one?
Hopefully they have them out by next year. They're gonna have them available to order. When Jeff was researching the script, he found out that the first governor really was named John Carver. What better slasher movie name is that than John Carver? So we were saying, what is the mask? What does it look like? And we found there's one drawing of John Carver, one. And we used that as the basis for the mask.
Das ist komisch. Unsere Namen stehen auf dem Tisch. Warum wir?
Now, if you could pick any other holiday, which holiday would you want to give a horror movie treatment?
I would do it to all of them. I mean, I would say Christmas and Halloween obviously have their own slasher films. So it's hard. I mean, look, there are a lot of other holidays that I would love to do. Easter, there's plenty that I think could make great horror movies. I could spend the rest of my life just making holiday slasher films. I'm having too much fun on Thanksgiving. Jeff Randell and I grew up in Massachusetts, where Thanksgiving is the biggest deal. And every other holiday had a slasher film except Thanksgiving. So we've been thinking of this for a long, long, long time. The other thing is that November was generally a dry spell for horror movies. After Halloween, November 1st, it was all family movies, all Christmas movies. For the rest of the year, you had to wait till January, February. Well, I didn't want to wait. I hate those movies. I just want horror movies. So if you can make a Thanksgiving movie, it means that every November, you're gonna get a great gory time in the movies. And that to me was most important.
So Thanksgiving 2 is probably on the horizon?
It's up to the fans. People seeing this for the first time, the birth of a new franchise, the birth of a new slasher and killer in the theaters with a crowd, not knowing anything. That's only gonna happen, you know, once every 10 years, 15 years. So it's very rare. So if people come out and they see it in the cinemas with a crowd, they're gonna have the best experience and it's gonna enable us to make more.
Lasst uns essen.